guys, it's Sam. What's up, sports fans? Alors bonjour, bienvenue à ma chaîne. Ça fait longtemps, j'ai un accent un peu français-canadien, mais un peu anglais aussi, mais j'ai une partenaire qui est française, alors il y a un peu de français européen. The point is, I speak French. I've been speaking it since birth. No, imagine? No, that'd be creepy. Now, I'm no expert, but I'm fluent, and I know the language. Boom. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I thought it'd be fun if I looked at some Anglophone celebrities speaking in French. Why? Because I'm curious. I feel like there's a lot more people out there that speak French than I think there is. Okay? They're all around us. It's an epidemic. Talk about the second pandemic. The French. P.U. I'm just kidding. I think France is a wonderful country. I've never been there. Canada, oh, beautiful country. The French language is romantic AF. Okay, so let's get into it. I found a video online with one quick Google search called Famous Celebs Speaking in French. It has 1.6 million views. So this has got to have some good info in it. First famous person, Bradley Cooper.
Ce tournage, j'ai passé le temps avec Gordon Ramsay, qui m'enseigne beaucoup de choses. On a fait des cuisines ensemble. J'ai fait un service avec Claire Smile, notre chef qui a gagné 3 étoiles Michelin à Londres. Il est adopté.
Okay, his accent is very endearing. I feel like he's really trying with the R's.
J'ai fait un service.
J'ai fait un service. There isn't even an R in there. He's doing too much work. But that's Bradley Cooper for you. I don't even know what movie he's promoting. It says Vif. And there's an actor on the poster. Is that not Lupin from the show Lupin? Ah, well, look at that. So clearly he's trying really hard. And he obviously has an English accent when he speaks. And when he speaks, it really sounds like he's translating every word in his head from the English before he's saying it. Yeah, he clearly has a grasp on French. I bet he's taken French classes, maybe even lived. I don't know. I wouldn't say he lived in a French-speaking. Is he Canadian? Oh my God. He was inspired after watching Chariots of Fire. He went on an exchange program in Aix-en-Provence in France for 6 months. Okay, you know what? For that amount of stuff, and it says that he was a kid when he learned it, so obviously it's easier to learn a language when you're a kid and your brain is still forming. Maybe he practices it every chance he gets, kind of thing, and I think that's really cool. His grammar is good. Good job, Bradley Cooper. You are clearly not a native French speaker, but you put the effort in. Tom Hiddleston.
Adopté, et la famille de Asgard est très très compliquée parce que la famille est séparée et divisée. Et Loki est jaloux et il est envieux. Il est un peu en colère.
That was great. You can tell he learned French in Europe because I feel like Anglophone people learn French in Europe. They're really trying to get that accent and it's very distinct. And you can tell at one point he was searching for his words, séparé, division, and his little accent. He remembered 2 words and it looks like he was excited that he remembered the 2 words, so he's like, I'm gonna say both.
Séparé et divisé.
Séparé et divisé. Yeah, and it's funny because Loki, you could just say it with an English accent, Loki, but he continues and he uses a French accent, Loki. Good job. He sounds like someone who, spoke a bit growing up, continues to speak now every chance he gets. Maybe lived in France for a bit. Let's see. He knows French, Italian, Spanish, Greek, some Russian, some Latin, some German, some Korean, and some Mandarin Chinese. That's 9. Okay, so he's a natural when it comes to languages. Oh, I have a little PA here. Hi, Sadie, you want to say hello? Whoa, cute. Next, Diane Kruger from the famous National Treasure movies.
C'était assez étrange, c'est vrai que peut-être le fait que moi aussi je suis étrangère.
Wow.
J'ai peut-être eu un petit peu le même regard sur Versailles qu'elle a dû avoir, parce que c'est vrai que c'est magnifique, mais en même temps c'est très froid.
C'est lourd.
C'est lourd, ouais, c'est pesant.
So underneath the name Diane Kruger, it says German actress. So she's German. That's a good French accent, yo. That's someone who maybe, who clearly is European. So she grew up. I think even in English, she has an accent when she speaks. And I always thought it was a French accent, but now I'm learning it's German. So yeah, a European who speaks a different language, especially German, will have probably a more natural accent speaking in French, an easier time grasping the language, the accent. And obviously her vocabulary is great. It's because of the R's. In German, you will say, what's a good Straße? The R is in the back of your throat. And in French, français, it is also there. So I think that really makes it easy for German speakers to learn the French accent and for French speakers to learn the German accent. Guys, I'm not even an expert. I know, I'm learning German. Next.
Bonne question. Mon parent m'avait fait une mixtape quand j'étais plus jeune et j'écoutais ça beaucoup, mais j'écoutais beaucoup de Alicia Keys. Et mon premier CD que j'ai acheté, c'était Joss Stone. Donc, ouais.
That freaked me out. Emma Mackey. I actually know that she is French, right? Or she grew up in France. So obviously her accent is going to be flawless. She's a British-French actress. She stars in Sex Education on Netflix, which is a great series. Go watch it. So she was born in France. Her father's French. It wasn't until she graduated, high school that she moved to England? Now I'm impressed that her English accent is so good. I assume it's because they were speaking English at home a lot. Next. Sandra Oh!
Fantastique d'être ici à l'école et demain je vais parler aux étudiants à l'école sur Saint-Denis. Je suis vraiment excitée.
I was expecting her to sound more French-Canadian. So Sandra Oh is Canadian. Holla, we're claiming that one for the Canadians. Yeah, and honestly, it sounds kind of neutral, if not like a little bit French from France.
C'est fantastique d'être ici à
Fantastique, like that's a French thing. If you were being really French Canadian, you'd say, c'est fantastique. C'est fantastique, là. When she says étudiant, it sounds more French Canadian in that sense. So it's possible, like she learned French here, maybe did French immersion at school and is fluent in it, but she has that English accent. Timothée. Next. Timothée Chalamet.
C'était énorme, travailler avec Meryl Streep, Saoirse Ronan, voir comme elle travaille, c'était un rêve. Je venais de terminer un film sur Henri V, très sérieux, beaucoup de guerre. Alors c'était bien de rentrer sur ça, c'était super.
He's the kind of guy where he's so confident in his French that he doesn't mind just like mumbling. He's mumbling. He knows you're gonna understand what he says because he's French. With a name like Timothée Chalamet. No, we gotta say it like Europeans. Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet, là. Yeah, obviously. He's a French. You know what, he does have a bit of an English accent. But he lives in America. And if I were to guess, I'd say maybe he was born in France. I don't know this man. I don't know this man's history. One time I saw him in a hotel during TIFF with Steve Carell. But yeah, my guess is that he was born in France, maybe lived there as a kid, so he had a natural French accent and feels very comfortable. But maybe when he was like 7, he moved to the US, and so he got that natural American accent when he speaks English as well, and probably spoke English and French growing up. So that's, yeah, and maybe he went back to live in France. I don't know. Let's look it up. He was born in New York and has lived there his entire life. His father was born in France, and that's where his sister Pauline used to live. However, Timothée spent many summers in France and is fluent in French. Okay, so I was wrong, but he spent many summers in France, and I think especially as a kid, you're gonna grasp that accent. And you get the accent, I think, while you live in that country. Oh, here we go, Audrey Hepburn.
Danseuse de ballet.
She's brilliant.
J'ai étudié le ballet pendant des années. J'ai dansé à Londres.
C'est bien que vous parlez très bien français.
Vous êtes trop gentil, merci.
Est-ce que c'est parce que vous êtes né à Bruxelles?
J'espère que c'est la raison, oui.
So the interviewer said, you speak very good French. Is it because you were born in Brussels? And she said, did I say Brussels? Because you were born in Brussels. And she said, I hope that's why. She's brilliant. I know she can speak like 4 or 5 languages. She's brilliant. And that was really good French. The vocabulary was there. If I was getting a transcription of this, I'd be like, yeah, this is a French person. But the accent, there is English in there. Audrey Hepburn's story is amazing. She was born in Brussels, in Belgium, where they do speak French. I know that French people like to make fun of Belgians. It's like in Canada, we like to make fun of people from Newfoundland. People from Newfoundland are actually the nicest people probably alive. Okay, she learned 6 languages. So Dutch and English, I think she learned those growing up. And then French, German, Spanish, and Italian. Okay, after Britain declared war on Germany, Hepburn's mother moved her daughter back to the Netherlands, hoping that it would remain neutral. She had begun taking ballet lessons there. The Germans invaded the Netherlands. Hepburn used the name Ida van Heemstra because an English-sounding name was considered dangerous during the German occupation. She had to get rid of any semblance of speaking English or being English, which is insane. Like, all these people are like, oh, I know this language because I am so famous. But she was like, no, I was escaping Nazis. And that's for Dutch. But anyway, amazing life. Look her up. Gwyneth Paltrow, I think I know that Gwyneth Paltrow did a, like, singer. Oh, yeah, she was on Glee. She did, like, a year exchange in France or whatever.
Dans le premier film, Pepper, elle est très mignon. Elle était mignonne, mais maintenant, dans la troisième, elle est beaucoup plus forte, beaucoup plus intéressante.
You know,
she really sounds like probably she's at where my level is with German, where she knows like limited words and is really trying to... What she said is, Pepper is cute, she's interesting, and she's strong. Like, that's me trying to describe my cat in German. Meine Katze ist sehr süß. Sie ist interessant. And she has the R, but really, I think if Gwyneth Paltrow's going around being like, I speak French, she should do some Duolingo. She should do a bit of Duolingo. It's fine. It's fine as it is. Like, she's not claiming to be a French person. I love Gwyneth. I think she's hilarious. She's this century's funniest comedian. Serena Williams.
Peux-tu mon carrière, je n'ai pas peur. Je n'ai parce que pour moi, dans ma tête, je pense, si j'ai peur, avant, je travaillais beaucoup et je assez encore.
Very thick English accent, probably the most English accent of all the celebrities we have seen so far. But she's not an actor. I think actors have an easier time picking up accents. And her vocabulary is very much like Gwyneth Paltrow, where, you know, it's me with German, where she knows a limited amount of words, and she can vaguely communicate what she needs to say, but she can't get into specifics. However, I am impressed because I did not know Serena Williams spoke French. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, star of Third Rock from the Sun.
La Belge, c'est la place natale de le chanteur préféré de ma mère, Jacques Brel. Et il est quelqu'un que moi j'aime aussi. Alors, je cherche cette inspiration qu'il a trouvée.
This sounds like all the kids in my French... So I went to an all-French school. I was speaking French every day. At recess, me and my friends were speaking in French. We would even, you know, speak in French at each other's houses when we were playing sometimes. And then I changed schools because the French school didn't get a lot of funding and didn't have really that good of education. And I went to an English school in French immersion. And at this point, everybody who was in French immersion was only in French immersion for like 3 years at the time. They'd been learning French for about 3 years. And they all hated it because their parents made them be in French immersion. That's what he sounds like. I was like shocked that these people couldn't speak French. But he's fine. He's saying what he needs to say. Fine job. I didn't know you spoke French. Jodie Foster. I know. Okay.
Oui, pourquoi pas. Moi, je trouve que les histoires des enfants sont intéressantes. Et pourquoi pas avoir les enfants qui jouent des personnages, des vrais personnages, au lieu de toujours jouer des petits objets innocents, quoi.
En plus, ça vous incarne.
Her French is so good. I know this because I recently came across this video of her at like the age 14 or something. And she was shooting a movie in France. And someone was interviewing her just like on set. And she was speaking with the perfect French accent, chatting to the other kids using slang. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's not like a native French speaker. But like, yeah, when you're young like that, you pick it up easier, especially when you're living there and you're surrounded. All her friends at the time were probably little French kids who are like, oui, 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 That's wine. Ooh, baguette, Jodie Foster, come to our movie with us. Jodie Foster, viens faire notre film, on t'aime ici en France. Ooh, prends ma cigarette. Ooh, Jodie Foster, Jodie Foster. So, she learned French at the Lycée Français de Los Angeles. Okay, so she went to a French school. But it sounds like it's Lycée Français, so it was clearly like European French. I was thoroughly impressed today. Who were you most impressed by in this video? Who was I impressed by? Serena Williams, probably. I was most impressed by Serena Williams. So talented. Oh, also Tom Hiddleston, who speaks 9 languages. Very impressed. Keep up the good work, guys. I know all of you are watching. Hi, Audrey. So if you liked this, give me a thumbs up, please. It helps me, it makes me smile. And if you have anything mean to say, please talk to me personally about it. No need to put it on, don't need to put it out there, okay? I work hard and I have high anxiety. So let's all be nice. Let's make this a nice community. I'm just having fun with my friends, celebrities from YouTube. But if you have a nice comment, feel free to leave that. While I have you here, can I talk to you about our sponsor? And by sponsor, I mean it's just something I do that I want to talk to you guys about. I have a website. It is not just any website. It's a parody news website targeted towards women and non-binary individuals. Written by women and non-binary individuals. It's a lot of fun. It's called thebellringer.com, and that's bell spelled with an E at the end. Check out thebellringer.com. Go to the Facebook page and give us a like, or the Instagram, or Twitter, and follow us there. Thank you guys so much. Also, we have submissions, so if you have a funny sketch where a woman somehow played a part or made it, there's a submissions page. We accept sketches, web series, headlines for articles, podcasts, or comics drawn by you. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Please be nice to one another. Oh my God, I'm not Ellen. I'm not the new Ellen. Please be kind to one another. I want to be the new Dolly Parton. Work 9 to 5. See you later, alligators.